The new iPhone 13 series will be shipping this Friday, and some people have already pre-ordered them, while some who are a bit more careful with their money are still deciding. So in this video, I'm going to help you answer two major questions. Number one, should you upgrade to the iPhone 13? And if so, question number two, which model out of the four in the lineup is for you? So I do acknowledge that many have already pre-ordered the 13, even though the reviews aren't even here yet. So this video is mainly for people that are still deciding, and I hope at the end of the video, I made your purchase decision a bit more informed. So let's answer the first question. Should you upgrade to the 13 or just stick to your current phone? Well, the answer is actually pretty simple. I will recommend you to upgrade if you have an iPhone 6s, 7, or 8. Since these phones are getting fairly old and outdated and they have like small screens and back cameras and stuff. But if you have an iPhone 10, 10s, or 11, then upgrading is recommended if you think your phone's getting old and you want the newer features, faster speed, and longer battery life. But if you don't have a lot of money or you're perfectly happy with your 10, 10s, or 11 right now, then sticking with it is also absolutely fine. And if you have a 12 or 12 Pro, then absolutely stick to your current phone unless you're literally made out of money or if you really want that 120Hz so bad that you do anything to get it. So if you have a 12 or 12 Pro, so unless you're just watching it for fun or for another person, you can click out of this video right now and watch something else that's more useful to you, like educational content. And if you are an Android user looking to switch to iPhone this year, which I think the numbers are going to be fairly low, if not very low, but I'll still have something for you guys at the end of the video. But now to the question that is harder to answer. Which model should you get? The iPhone 12, which is now $699, the 13 mini for also $699, the 13 for $799, the 13 Pro at $1,000, or the 13 Pro Max which starts at $1,100. Well, let's start with the 13 mini. So the 13 mini is purely for people who want a compact phone that's also a flagship with no trade-off except for the battery. So if you think you're the type of person that likes small and compact phones, like me, then the 13 mini might just be the perfect upgrade for you. Now, the decision between the 12 and 13, which is a bit more difficult since they are priced only $100 apart. So the 12 or 13 are for users that would like to get a new phone with a normal screen size, but not quote-unquote professional enough to care about nor take advantage of the features such as 120Hz and 3x optical zoom offering the Pro models. After the iPhone 13's release, many people commented online that people looking to buy iPhone 13 should just get a 12 instead, since there's not much difference anyways, and you can save $100. Sounds great, right? But after taking a closer look at the pricing structure and feature set, you'll soon see that it's really not as simple as some people make it sound like, and the 13 definitely offers better value than the 12 right now. Why? Well, it all comes down to the base storage. I will say the perfect storage capacity for a typical person in 2021 is 128 gigabytes, especially if you take a lot of pictures. And the thing is, the base storage for the iPhone 12 is 64 gigabytes, but it's 128 for the 13. So the practical price difference between the 128 gig models of 12 and the 13 is only $50. And for that $50, you get an extra 2.5 hours of battery life, brighter display with a smaller notch, and better cameras that performs better in low light with better image stabilization, and extra quirks and features, and 15% better CPU performance that possibly will get you another year of software support in the future. All of that for only $50 more. But if you don't need 128 gigs of storage, then the 64GB iPhone 12 can also be a viable choice for you. Although it won't hold up well in the long term though, so I will still recommend getting the 13 over the 12. because it still brings a lot of nice features for only 50 or 100 bucks or so. I mean, if you've decided that you're going to cash out over $700 on a phone anyway, why just not spend a little bit more and get a better phone? Now, who is the iPhone 13 Pro for? The professional version. And is there any difference between the 13 Pro and Pro Max other than the screen size? Well, the Pro is probably for you if you're upgrading from Apple's more expensive models to begin with, such as the 10, 10s, or 11 Pro, and if you actually care about the niche Pro features. For example, normal consumers probably don't even care about 120Hz LTPO displays and that extra GPU core, but if you do care about 120Hz and the extra GPU core, and some other features, then you are probably what the Pro models are for. The additional features you will get in the Pro models, but not in the regular iPhone 13 models are 120Hz variable refresh rate display, an extra GPU core for a total of 5-core GPU for some slightly better graphics performance, ability to shoot videos using ProRes, although go for the 256GB model or more if you really want to shoot in ProRes, because the 128GB can only record in ProRes in 1080p 30, probably due to storage concerns. You can also get better battery life than the 13, no matter which Pro model you choose, unlike last year. And the Pro models are also probably for you if you truly care about the 3x telephoto zoom and better night performance. And should you get the regular iPhone 13 Pro or the 13 Pro Max? And what's the difference between the two models? Is it just the size or are there more to it, like last year? Well, unlike last year where the 12 Pro Max actually had slightly better cameras than the regular 12 Pro, this year, the only difference is the screen size of 6.1 and 6.7 inches, and slightly better battery life in the Pro Max model made possible by its physically larger battery. But that's it. There's no difference other than the screen and better battery life. And if you're switching from Android this year, which a very small number of people will do, probably for experimenting or just switching from a cheap Android phone, then the answer is pretty simple. If you're using a flagship Android phone like the S21 Ultra right now and want to switch full-time to iOS for whatever reason, then definitely get the 13 Pro or Pro Max, because they're the only models that have at least 3x optical zoom at 120Hz, which are features that have been standard on Android phones for 3 years now. But if you just want to give iOS a try, or coming from a mid-range or budget Android phone, then get the iPhone 11, which right now is only $500, brand new. I mean, it's definitely not the best in the lineup. In fact, it's not even close from that. But it does deliver a lot for its $499 price tag. It will give you a smooth and snappy phone that will definitely be better than budget and mid-range Android phones. And the 11 is also perfect if you're just giving iOS a try to see what it's like while using it alongside an Android flagship. So, this is the end of my 2021 iPhone buyer's guide. I really do hope that this video helped you out. I worked really hard on this video, so I would really appreciate it if you can just give this video a like and subscribe for more cool and exciting content about tech. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon with even more exciting videos.